My father and firefighter was John P. Kelly, or John Pierre Kelly, as others know. He truly was a great man and died a hero the day he died. He was the best father ever. He would help anybody on the side of the road, even a stranger would stop 3 o'clock in the morning, got the phone call, okay, I'm heading over with the trailer now. You need something? Okay, if I don't have it, I'll go find it for you. My father was part of Tarrytown Fire Department, and he was in the fire department since he was 15, and he died at 51. And he was chief driver. He never made it to chief, though. He didn't want it. He felt there was too much responsibility to be chief, but he would be chief driver and make sure the truck was really, really good. My father saw his fellow fire department member who was working for his job at the time checking a manhole because they got a report of a gas leak. So he went to check it, and my dad and a few friends noticed he was missing. And so my dad went and looked and saw him down in the manhole, and my dad decided right then and there he was going. He just went in and tried to get him. And unfortunately, neither one made it out that night. Don't regret it, though. Died doing what he loved. Wouldn't have had it any other way. That and his tree in the truck every year made everybody light up. They all still miss that. Literally would put Christmas tree with tree in the truck, light stand and all, and drive it around, even in Rockefeller Christmas tree. And everybody would stop looking at the Rockefeller tree to look at him because he had the PA system blasting with Christmas music. Everybody still misses that to this day, and so do I. Still remember the one year he actually sold his tree because this guy came and said, hey, I know it's late, I know it's Christmas Eve, but my mom's getting out of the hospital. I promised her a tree. Like, is there any way you have one left? He took the tree, the lights, the stand, and all out of his truck and gave it to the guy. And I'm just like, I still miss your tree, but I understand why you did it. You needed to do that because he just needed help. If he needed to help somebody, and that was his way of helping, even if it was giving up a tree for a day. He had to do it. For the tree, he was known around town, definitely for sure, but he was also known as, you need something, call him. He might have it, he might have 5 of them, he might have 1 of them, but he'll loan it to you if he's got it. He was known as Santa always, sometimes too. He'd play Santa for the little kids and drive around. He'd drive around Santa, and also the hayride for Halloween. He'd drive around all the kids for the haunted hayride. Everybody always looked for his truck with the trailer because they knew they'd have the most fun because he'd put the PA system on, make it even scarier. And I'd just die laughing sitting on the toolbox like, why are you guys scared? Oh, because this is scary. No, it's not. So he had many years. He was also EMS worker on top of that. He also volunteered for the EMS, and he was also a fireboat captain, which the funny thing is he didn't know how to swim. Still don't know how they allowed that other than it was his best friend that owned the boat, but he did not know how to swim, which is the funniest part ever. Tappan Zee Bridge and swimming kind of needs to go hand in hand, but nope. But years and years, I think he had 38 years of EMS under his belt, and like I said, from when he was 15, he was in fire department. Definitely what I want them to remember is how good of a guy he was. No matter if it was his kid or not, he was going to treat him like his kid. Run around after all the fire department kids. He would give you whatever, even if it was his last dollar, he was going to give it to you, I want them to remember the memories of us too. Because even to this day, they call me his twin, which I'll proudly be his twin, especially with how I help kids and everything, and I want them to remember that tree in the truck and all his sayings. And his one always when he left was, see you at the brush fire at the lighthouse. And I'm still waiting for that day that the brush fire happens because I'm showing up. That was always his way of, because he never wanted to say goodbye. He always wanted to say, I'll see you at the brush fire at the lighthouse, or stay out of the bushes, because he ended up in them one night when he was drunk. I still didn't know that one until he died, but that's okay. But I want them to remember the good stuff. My favorite moment of my dad was him showing up at my nephew's birthday after he was just in the hospital. Showed up with all the drinks and everything, and I remember I ran down to him and I said, "You are not supposed to be here. I told you can make it up to him." He says, "But this is my grandson's birthday. I have to be here." And I said, "No, you didn't, but I know that's your grandkid. You have to be here for him. And I'm not going to blame you, but you're going to sit this whole entire time because I am not going to let you move after you were just in the hospital this morning." No, but that definitely is the most memorable moment that I will never forget because he said that's his grandson. He needed to be here. And it's funny because people showed up from all over the U.S. for his funeral. And the one thing that still stands out to me is that on his funeral day, he actually was buried on 9/11 of 2010. And all I remember is New York City guys watching over his firehouse. And I just said, "You guys should be with your guys, honoring your guys today." And they said, "This is our way." And I said, "Okay, I'll let it slide then, guys, because I feel like you guys should be over there because my dad was there when they lost all their guys." And they said, "This is our way of paying back." And I said, "But still, you guys should be there." And they said, "No. We need to be here." They understand. The families and our guys understand. I think the only reason why my dad wanted me to become a firefighter is to help people. It was just in him to help people constantly. Even his EMS career, I think that's really what he wanted to do, is just help so many people in any way he could, no matter what. And I think that's why he joined, not just to say, "Hey, I'm a firefighter," but "Hey, I'm helping somebody. I'm saving somebody's kid today. I'm saving somebody's parent today, grandparent, brother, sister." I'm pretty sure that's why he did. I never got to ask him why, but I feel like the way he was, that's why. I'm definitely going to remember my dad as one of the good ones. Hero. Best father ever. And definitely was best friends to everybody. Even though my parents were divorced, he'd show up no matter what. We lose heat, he was there. My parents were divorced when my grandfather died, and he showed up. He definitely was one of the good ones, and I'm definitely going to remember at the brush fire to say hi to him and make sure I'm there for him, because now I don't even say it to the guys anymore. I usually say see you at the brush fire at the lighthouse. I won't even say bye anymore. I started that tradition, and I can't stop it. And I won't forget his cookies either. Every time we'd make him cookies, he'd have it done by the time we got to Terrytown, and it was 15 minutes from my house. Dad he wouldn't push me to do if I couldn't do it. He always told me to do my best, and I always tried. But his death definitely motivated me to get my passion going, which is working with horses. And now I work with 30 every weekend and every day. And it helped. And we actually got 19 ribbons in the first year doing it to honor him. And I put the flag on her back every year. And she's actually named after Belts Across America from the foundation because of that. I wanted it to represent Dad, and every time we show, now she's representing every time. I will never forget my dad's smile, or the tree in the truck. Definitely not, but he was always smiling no matter what. He'd never stop smiling, would never stop helping his friends, never stop showing up for the family, even if they weren't together anymore. I won't forget it. I won't forget him, and I won't let anybody forget him.
Here's to you, with that smile on your face. Here's to you, and what I want to raise to this moment we share.